one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, first of all, getting off track when you travel is so easy to do. And I used to be so good at planning ahead. So I would leave a day early, get there, get into my room, get settled in, and then I would go find bottled water and I would find snacks at a local like Walgreens or grocery store, whatever I could get my hands on. I would make sure that I had things like nuts and seeds. I would make sure that I had clean, fresh water to drink, because a lot of times drinking water from a hotel is not always that great for me because it tastes like chlorine or has a weird odor that I'm not used to. And it just, I don't know, does that gross you out? If you get water in a different city or place that you're not used to, let me know if you ever do that and if it messes you up, if it grosses you out, or if it just, your body doesn't tolerate it well. You just went without, and then guess what? You end up all dehydrated and you feel crummy and things happen like your feet swell or you feel all bloated or like your rings get stuck, like you can't get your rings off. Those things happen if you're not prepared. So preparedness is key when it comes to traveling and things like that. So start planning a little bit ahead, and I would make yourself a list of all the things you want to take with you. And if you're not checking a bag and you have to take your bag on the plane, of course, there's lots of things you cannot take with you. So make yourself a list of things that you want to grab when you get there. And if you're taking an Uber from the airport, just have them stop at a grocery store or something. Run in, grab a couple things, and run back out. It won't take that long. It won't cost that much more. And you'll be able to be more prepared and handle the things that you do. Now, because I drink these, I love drinking my ketones, and I love the way they taste. And here's something I've learned. If you go somewhere and you're using water from somewhere else and the water tastes different, it makes your ketones taste different, which is kind of disappointing when you actually love the flavor of your ketones. So it's like, oh, this doesn't taste quite right. So that's an issue for me. So I love to have my own bottled water. And you can buy a whole case of bottled water for like $5 or whatever, or less. And if you go to the hotel and buy it, you pay that for one bottle of water. So being prepared, getting those things, having the right kinds of snacks so that you don't feel like every time there's a meal you have to eat because you don't know when your next meal is going to be. If you have snacks, you don't fall into that trap. And that's what happened with me. I didn't know when my next meal was going to be, and we were so busy there that I didn't have time to just go sit down at the restaurant in the hotel and order food. And actually, if you're going to be somewhere for 5 days, you kind of get bored with the restaurant menu, because if you're in my situation, there's only a few things you can eat. So you end up eating like hot wings every single day. And I'm telling you what, I'm almost over the hot wing thing. But a lot of times there's not very many foods that I am able to eat at a restaurant on a menu at any restaurant, because I have so many food sensitivities that I really have to watch what's going on. And actually, a lot of places don't have gluten sensitive menus, and you get glutened really easy. And I've found that if I try to take pills that combat gluten, they give me terrible heartburn. So it's not worth it to take a risk and then have to take one of those pills because they make me sick. So, I mean, that's just me. So if you ever felt that way, or like, let me know about the water thing, because I think water tastes weird in different places. And do you struggle with that when you go someplace? Do you struggle with the flavor of the water in different cities? Used to, when I was in high school, I couldn't even go like to a ball game in another city. I had to bring my own water, because just traveling from my local town, which New Haven, Missouri had amazing water growing up, even though it was still city water, I had to take my own water if we went to a neighboring city like Herman or Washington or Gerald or one of those small towns where I grew up, because their water had different stuff in it, different chemicals, different bacteria, whatever, and it would make me violently ill. Like I would throw up. So I had to always take my own water when I was playing sports when I was in high school, because the water would make me sick. So I know I'm an odd duck, but I know there are other people like me out there. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about, getting yourself back on track, but not letting yourself get off track in the first place. So plan ahead, take the things you need, make sure that you're thinking about your personal health situation and what you need to stay on track with what it is that your goals are. And if you know that if you walk 30 minutes every single day, then you need to plan to get up early and go do that in the gym before everybody else's day gets started. Get up early, go to the gym, get that thing done, because almost every hotel has a gym. Or go for a walk around the block. Every time they take a break, go for a walk around the block, or whatever. But make sure that you allow yourself the time and the ability to follow through with the things that you normally do to keep yourself healthy, because I am terrible at doing that. And I go to a lot of seminars that really don't take breaks very frequently. But I do a lot of walking, like from my room to the meeting, to the room to the meeting, and I typically will get 10,000 steps in, but it's in, in smaller things. And I think in order to get the benefit of exercise, you need to do it in larger segments, not 5 minutes at a time. You want to do it at 10, 20, 30 minutes at a time, because it's the last 10 minutes of that exercise that's the most beneficial, because your heart rate is up and things are going well. But because I didn't follow through, because I didn't do all the things that I was supposed to do, because honestly, I was busy. Things were crazy. I only had 24 hours at my home before I left for my next trip to Nashville, which was great, by the way. And I just really feel like this is going to save me. It's going to recover me. I did some chicks yesterday. I took some products. If you watch yesterday's video, you'll see what products it was that I used. I did that yesterday. I missed out on the psyllium husk. My afternoon got hijacked, and I didn't get the afternoon done. So I didn't do my psyllium husk yesterday. I did it first thing this morning, and I'm already feeling better. So I know that I did the right things. But last night I ended up having a cheeseburger with roast beef and Swiss cheese on it for dinner with no bun, which I wasn't planning on doing. But this morning I woke up feeling less bloated, so I know I didn't really mess that up. But today I'm doing much better. I'm planning to start my fast sometime today, probably after lunch, because I have a lunch meeting with a friend here in St. Pete. And I'm really looking forward to that, so I don't want to be fasting during that period. So I'll start my fast sometime this afternoon. I'm going to go 60 hours without food. I'm going to use this. I'm going to follow the instructions that come in this kit, and I'm going to do it. And hopefully by this weekend, I'll be like, woo, back to my normal everyday self. And I'm super excited about it. So if you have any questions, if you want to know more about that process, or if you want to know what my favorite flavor is, just ask me. Because I love them. My super favorite. But anyway, I love you guys. And if nobody's told you today, you are special. You are wonderful. And this world is a better place because you are in it. So go out and positively affect another human today, because that's what we're all here to do. And share the love, and just be awesome, just like you are. Just be exactly who you are, and share your awesomeness with the world. So